Hello, gamers. Welcome back to episode 130 of the weekly patch notes, brought to you by X2Skip. Hello. And yes, once again, it's your host, Tums. What's up? With me, I've got Maxwell. What's good, homie?
I've been better.
Oh, did dog. Yeah, now this week has chowed us. Like everyone, I think, the whole world, no matter where you at, shit's been real. But we push through. Like and then we also have Kojo. What's good, fam?
Yo, what's up with you?
Yeah. I'm lifing. But yeah, y'all know what it is. Here to bring you the gaming tidbits and everything that's going on in the world. Obviously in the gaming world only, because all that other ish is a bit much. It's a bit much. But yeah, before we get started, does anyone have anything they want to announce? Any changes that have happened in your life? Kids, bills, all that?
No, not really.
Oh wait, Kojo, you got anything, bro?
No.
Not right. As for me, you already know what it is. Yeah, 2 days after recording this episode will be the finals of League of Legends World Championships. And it feels like it's just been a blur, dog. Like, it's like last week I was only watching, the group the play-ins, you know what I'm saying? Like, the group stages and others just went by so quick. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, fucking T1 versus KT, it's going to be flipping lit, bro. It's going to be insane. So yeah, check that shit out. The effective dates, the date that is actually happening is November 9th. So yeah, shit's going to be wild. Y'all will hear about it in the next episode. But yeah, once again, FAKER has just proven, he's still the GOAT, bro. 16 years. He's still proving like he's the one, dog. He's the one. But anyways, let's get right into it. Starting with the gamer news. Max, what you got for us, homie?
All right. So, really not much from me this week. Perhaps you guys have more to share. But I've got one update and one news piece. So regarding the update, you guys remember the whole Stop Killing Games campaign in Europe?
Of course.
Yeah, so on that update, I believe, I could be wrong here, but I believe it passed the initial test of reaching the amount it needed, and then either it passed its second test to check if there were enough legitimate signatures, or they are currently checking that right now for it to now proceed to the European Parliament. But on the UK side, the UK not being part of the EU, they've got their own thing going on. So the whole campaign went to the UK Parliament for them to discuss it, and within the UK it doesn't seem to be making progress, as the UK politicians or the UK government seems to be disinclined to do anything about the situation, where they're acknowledging it is a problem about how online games are not necessarily supported, and players are frustrated when services go down, but they are arguing that it is a very costly thing for developers to try and make some alternative plans so that gamers can still access the game in some capacity after the online servers are shut down. So the UK seems disinclined to do anything about it, but there'll be more debates about it, but that's where it currently stands. And I don't know the relationship between the EU and the UK enough to say is the UK a litmus test for, if that's how it's pronounced, for the EU to see if things will have similar arguments within the EU, or whatever goes on in the UK has absolutely little to zero bearing or representation of what will happen to the EU. I have no idea. Other people living in the area or who are more knowledgeable about the situation might know better. But for me, I don't know. I just thought it would be interesting to bring that up and send people's attention to that. Then, moving on to the small piece of news. So Square Enix is going through a round of layoffs, especially within its Western branches. And the layoffs are specifically connected with the fact that Square wants generative AI to be doing 70% of its Q&A and debugging by the end of 2027. So that has naturally drawn mixed reactions, where some people are like, yeah, QA is a boring process. It'll be better to just leave it to AI. And obviously the people who are in the job are like, nah, that's work taken away from me, and layoffs are going through. Like, apparently EA has been doing its own rounds of trying to include more AI, which is bringing more layoffs. And so Square is double downing. And I'm not even surprised that this is coming from Square, because those guys are always looking at trying to find new ways of cutting costs. And I really don't understand how Square, a company that has some of the most iconic franchises, are out here struggling to make money. Is it mismanagement of their IPs, or is it a reflection that people have moved on with the times and these Square IPs are dinosaurs and Square doesn't know how to bring it to a modern audience, or Square needs to invest in new IPs? I don't know. But yeah, that's the situation with Square. And those are the stories that I had to share for this week.
Oh, weird, dog. Yeah, I don't know what could be the cause. I always feel like people using AI for QA, I mean, as a person who's had 3+ years in QA, dog, I can't necessarily say that I enjoy it. Unless it's like I get to break things beyond scope, then then it's fun. But if it's like the same repetitive stuff that every QA person has to go through, I can understand. Especially if you like know anything about like full regression testing. That shit is just... So I can kind of understand. But alright. Thanks, man. Koji, you got any gaming news, bro?
Nah.
Nada. Alright. I got something. So, Arc Raiders, you guys. Now, again, it saddens me that I can't exactly give like too much feedback on this because I haven't played the game myself. I've had to watch people play it. On a side note, also, just before I get started into the gaming news for Arc Raiders, like, I don't know if I'm torn between getting it on PC or getting it on console when I eventually get a console. Because I'm just thinking, with all the graphics, dog, shit, I want to absorb everything. So anyways, for those of you who don't know what Arc Raiders is, I'll give you just a quick brief. So it's a PvPvE, player versus environment, extraction shooter. So similar to like Tarkov, Arena Breakout, Infinite. But the difference here and why it's arguably the best extraction shooter to exist right now is because, unlike Tarkov and Arena Breakout, Arc Raiders is not so realistic, in the sense that in like Tarkov, for example, it gets down to the realism of you have to load bullet per bullet into your magazine and then load the magazine into the gun, and then the gun can still jam, then you have to fix the gun, and it's too real. Whereas Arc Raiders is just a bit, it's a bit easier. You don't have to worry about all that stupid shit. You just go in, you loot, you get the fuck out. But another part that's amazing about it is the NPCs in the game are AI, which is incredible. Or in what they call within the game ARC robots, right? So now it's different here because these being AI, they remember you. They actually flip and remember you. So there's been many clips, man, where if you just shoot at one bot and you're like in a group, that bot's just coming straight for you, just you. And the thing is, it learns where you hide. It's going to find many different ways to either kill you through windows, if it can't like enter through the doors, and it will wait till you get out. It will literally wait for you and then still be on you. So that's hella fun. So yeah, from everything I'm seeing, it's just easier than most extraction shooters. So where there is a bit of fallout, of course, no game can truly be perfect out there. There's obviously monetization and cosmetic pricing. So yeah, the in-game stuff is pretty pricey, as you would imagine, because I mean the game is ARC rated as F2P. I haven't actually checked.
It
But
is
yeah.
absolutely not.
Okay, yeah, I figured, because I'm playing it on well, not actually playing it, but I've got it on Xbox Game Pass. And then yeah, the stability, obviously, dude, there's like 260,000 concurrent players per server. It's wild. Yeah, 260k, dog. That's a whole car. God damn it. Anyways, yeah, so that obviously brings about stability and performance and network issues, and quite a lot of packet loss. But the packet loss apparently goes away only after like a minute or so as soon as you deploy. And then yeah, a lot of people were basically just saying, okay, well, because of its genre being an extraction shooter and it not being as realistic as Tarkov or Arena Breakout, you know, is the fact that some players say that it's a bit too easy, it's a bit too whimsical, not much innovation put into it, and that's just stupid. I think those are just Tarkov and Arena Breakout tryhards who just try to squash any competition that comes into the game. But for me, it's been something I've been excited about since I played the beta, and I'm glad that it's out now. It obviously does suck that the best FPS I could possibly get when playing the game on its lowest graphics is 48. So that's why like your boy is still trying to get that upgrade, as well as yeah, I need a console. So it's either or. I'm still leaning towards console, but imagine me playing F1 25. I can actually feel vibrations. Oh my god, guys, I'm heavily leaning towards a console, I'm not gonna lie. But your boy's almost there in terms of savings, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyways, we move. So yeah, and then obviously the other part is the fact that the game tends to be a bit longer in terms of the loop. So what I mean by the loop is that in Tarkov and Arena Breakout, they have wipes basically. So how can I explain this to y'all who don't play these games usual? But it's basically to say like a battle pass season almost. No, that's whack. I don't want to even liken it to that. That's gross. But basically, a certain instance of your game lasts for a certain amount of time. Whereas for Tarkov, I think it's 3 months. 3 months, you'll still have all your loot, your character settings, and your designs. Then after 3 months, you start from scratch. No matter what you achieved, it's all gone. You start from zero, and the loop just continues. It's a rat race. And then obviously with ARC, they've reduced it now. It's weeks with ARC, so keeps you on your toes. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have about ARC Raiders. It's not really news. It's just to say that now that this game's out, I want y'all to know it's a dope ass game. There's the news on that. I bet. Koji, you said you don't have anything, right? Yeah,
no news. No.
Okay, we're moving on to the gaming corner. What's been coming out, Doug?
Okay, so let's start with Tammy's obsession, quote unquote.
Yeah.
It came out a week or two ago, but we didn't have the Metacritic score when we recorded. We do now. So Maxwell, what do you think the score is?
For what?
ARC Raiders.
I don't know, 82.
Ooh. Good. I'm gonna say 85.
Okay. Both good guesses. It's currently sitting at an 87.
Close. Okay.
Okay. So let's move on to the new stuff. We have Football Manager 26. Tommy? This is
Nigga,
for you, man.
fuck, I know about this sport.
You like management stuff?
Yeah, but like of football, I don't know. 78 because it's a managing game. I mean,
No, it's 72.
damn.
So, Football Manager 26, PC, PS5, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, mobile. Sports management game, November 4th. Currently sitting at 72. Next up, we have a game called Oh, Jesus. Next up, we have a game called Europa Universalis 5, PC, real-time strategy game, November 4th. 2025, currently sitting at an 85 on Metacritic. Next up, we have a game called 1000 Resist or 1000X Resist. Either one, whichever one you want to call it. PS5, Xbox Series. Adventure game, November 4th, 2025. Currently sitting at 86 on Metacritic. Then we have Biped 2, PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. Puzzle adventure game, November 5th, 2025. Currently sitting at 61 on Metacritic. And yeah, that's it. That's it, really.
Oh yeah, thanks, homie. Next, you got any releases you know of?
There was a game news about a video game that did something recently, but I don't recall what game it was. So, nah, I'm Gucci.
It's away. Yeah, nah, as for me, shit. What do I have? Nothing. Kind of disappointed. I guess in gaming corner releases is Epic 7 has a new fucking hero that came out. Syria? Yes, Syria. I think it's Syria. I don't want to butcher the actual country. Goddamn. But yeah, nah, she's okay. Not much there. Not really gaming corner release worthy shit. But just so y'all know, FYI. But anyways, wait, when the hell did Iblis come out, bro? I think I need to start telling people about the release of horror games. Hold on, give me a sec. Iblis.
Bro, is that a new coronavirus strain? Like, what the fuck?
I know it sounds hectic, though, right? Shit. I don't know if that'll land us in trouble because I know Iblis is. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this actually did come out. But it actually came out last week. But I'm gonna mention it anyways. So Iblis 3 has come out. It's an indie horror. It's a first-person psychological horror game where you explore a mysterious house in a slow-paced atmospheric environment with terrifyingly realistic settings that keep you constantly on edge and experience a truly horrifying journey. So what's interesting about this game is I don't know what engine these niggas are using, bro. But when I tell you that this game has to be the most realistic game we've ever seen, I think like
How do you spell?
IBLIS. So Iblis, I think in like Arabic,
Satan.
Muslim is yes. Yeah, that's exactly it. So picture like Phasmophobia, mixed with the name is in my head, Visage or Visage, however the fuck you guys want to say.
It's what Iblis 2.
3 Phenomena.
Oh,
yeah, released 27 October 2025. So yeah. Now, reason why I want to mention this game is because there are elements of AI in the game as well. And remember, we had conversations way back in the past that AI coming into horror games is going to be a huge game changer. Well, here we are, guys. Here we are. This game is terrifying. Even me just watching.
We had such a conversation.
Well,
here and there, yeah. While back when I was saying that, like, the moment AI comes into horror games, it's chai. It's late.
He did say that.
while back. So then, anyways, the developers basically states that some of the game's promotional visuals were created using AI intelligence. Because now on Steam, if you release a game, you have to have an AI content disclosure. The AI was provided with information about the game's concept, style, and cultural background, allowing it to generate completely original visuals that belong to the game. AI intelligence was used as a supportive tool in the visual design process. So it's finally here, guys. It's finally here. A game with an AI disclosure. And honestly, the shit that happens in that game is terrifying. There was another game that I saw Queso playing. Not called Subliminal. Not that one. Not the Subliminal game in the child's play area. There's another one that he plays where you're in a high school. And basically what happens in that game is AI is constantly listening to you for obvious reasons. Nowadays you'll see games with like the mic is activated, and if you make a sound, whatever's trying to kill you in the game will hear you, right? So similar concept, but the AI basically, and I think it's because it knows streamers are going to play the game. But what ends up happening is that all your screams or any sort of sound that you say during the course of you playing the game will get repeated later on in the game when the ghost is trying to mimic you. It has to be the most flippin' look, I think it's amazing, but to some people it's fucking terrifying. But I think it's fucking cool, because then here I am playing the game, and then I'm just saying penis like randomly, and then all of a sudden the ghost that's trying to kill me, you just hear the distant penis like echoing down the hallway. It's hilarious. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm the only one who sees comedy in horror games. Flipping Mortuary Assistant. Oh, that was a hoot. Oh, I love that game. Shit. Oh man. But anyways, yeah. So Iblis, definitely check it out if you are into the psychological horrors. You can't really die in Iblis. You will die if you just do nothing and stand still or go the wrong way. But otherwise, progress through the story. That's why I said it's like Visage in a sense, because you can't really die in the game. It just messes up with your psyche, making you think you're dying. Yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. So that brings us to the halfway point. If you're still curious about some of our stuff, guys, we do put our stuff on YouTube. Go check it out. And yeah, leave a like and subscribe while you're there. All right, moving on to the content creator side. I don't have much because too much is happening right now, so I wanted to finish. But at best, I can give you guys an update on the whole Emiru and Mizkif situation, right? I'm not going to talk about the Niederland thing. I'll just mention it a bit because it kind of ties in. Not really ties in, but kind of relates. Right, so I won't give you guys, catch up. Just listen to the previous episodes. We covered quite a lot there in terms of the whole situation. But anyways, so here we are with the current updates with regards to the Mizkif and Emiru situation. So Mizkif has issued a lawsuit against Emiru, Asmongold, and OTK, as well as 2 other brands. And at the same time, the streaming community is fucking actively discussing this case because, as you know, with most cases, they are public, which is great. A lot of like legal, when I say legal, I mean they're in the law industry. A lot of like legal YouTubers, YouTubers that do legal, oh God, there's no way to put this, but lawyer YouTubers, God damn it. They cover the best part of it because obviously they scrutinize his lawsuit top to bottom. And look, no matter what anyone says, whether this thing succeeds, whether Mizkif's lawsuit succeeds or not, it's going to affect his career 100%. The ownership stake, still that he has in OTK, yes, he's pretty much been suspended from being in the management of OTK, but I mean, he's still part of the founding crew, so he still has stakes in it. And then other streaming organizations, how they're going to handle Mizkif, going forward, because obviously they're trying to save face. I mean, look, if he stays on Twitch, it's completely okay because Dan Clancy is fine with mistreating women. But it is what it is. Hey, dog, nah, but come on, bro. Jesus Christ. Really? Nah, man needs to just, I don't know, like replace mans, guys. Come on. But yeah, anyways, if the lawsuit succeeds, then it's going to affect his career regardless. He's going to take it as a win, but it's still going to have a very downside to it, because at the end of the day, the only people who will then be supporting Miz after this is Nick Merckx and all other gooners, and not to get into the politics of it, but yeah, those types of peeps will be his only supporters. And then, yeah, obviously any type of internal relationships will also pretty much take a huge hit. He's already complaining on his streams that he feels so alone and he feels like everyone's against him, but they're going to be against you even more if you win, because we know you're going to fucking inflate your ego about this whole entire situation if you win, bro. Honestly. So no matter what happens, Mizkif, the fallout of this is negative on you, my guy. Man, I used to enjoy your content. God damn it. Anyways, yeah, so the key steps of everything that's coming is obviously the legal side of the things. And now we're starting to also see public testimonies, which is great. A lot of content creators out here who have pretty much come into contact with Mizkif and all the things that he's done. Even those who haven't really hung out with him that much, but they could tell from a first point of view that he just wasn't a good guy. There's videos as well as clips that are circulating of actual mistreatment against Emiru by Mizkif. So I love that this shit can actually then be used in court. I love this. And I love that American court has a jury. So let's really see how this is going to go down. But yeah, so how the platform as well is going to react, this obviously being Twitch, is going, because right now Mizkif still is kind of Twitch's biggest. He's the pioneer of just chatting streams, bro. This dude pretty much, as soon as that was a category, that's all he pretty much did, other than the World of Warcraft fucking whatnot. What other games did he play, bro?
No, it's not. I'm not. No, don't get me wrong. He was when it came to just chatting, yeah, but one of the
Look, I don't want to say pioneers, he started the whole fucking thing. I'm just saying that
he was one of the early ones too.
Yeah, because even now, if you go into just chatting category, I think he's still top 10 people who store, unless you no, but they did remove that and keep the bikini and stuff and all that other stuff separate, which is good. Guys, if you go into Kick's homepage, bruh, that's the third category they have showing. It's just thumbnails of just bums. It's just bums. I doubt Kick is a toxic place. Jesus. So anyways, yeah, so for the fans of Mizkif, which I don't know why you would be, watch OTK's statements as well. They've been putting out statements now and then, basically just letting everyone know about the changes that they're going to be making, this and this. Not sure why you'd follow OTK statements, to be honest. The org is pretty much done. But yeah, also some sponsors that Mizkif had also publicly mentioned that they had stopped work with him. So yeah, let's actually see how this is now going to go. Yeah, man. Obviously, if Mizkif loses, I think he's going to do that whole hiatus, what, and he doesn't strike me as the type to make a good comeback. But hey, let's see. Because I don't think man has friends anymore, dead ass. He might even join FaZe for all we know. But yeah, that's all pretty much I have in terms of the updates. Let's see how that goes. The other thing I wanted to also mention is that XQC has been voted the loneliest streamer in the world. That's kind of sad. Go check his reactions on that. It's not like man is disagreeing, but of course it's XQC. Oh shit. Anyway, those not Mount Rushmore, the Mount Rushmore streamers. It's both your fans as well as peers. Not really peers, because you won't know who it is. But yeah, anyone can just cast their vote. So yeah. Do y'all have any content creator news?
Well, not really content create. No, it is content. Okay, this one is weird, and you can tell me whether you guys have discussed it or not. I'm not really in the loop. My head has been in the skies recently,
The cloud.
but it's the whole. So last time we mentioned that there was Aiden Ross and Drake mentioning the whole stake betting
Yes,
thing, right?
yeah.
So now this time it's Spotify bots or streaming bots, and Drake once again, his name is being used in this situation. Have we touched upon that?
Nah, we touched upon the initial part of Drake and Aiden Ross and all that, but yeah, I don't know about the Spotify bots. Wait, are these bots basically? Sorry, is this my brain trying to figure out the pattern? I'm assuming that these bots is what inflates most of the streams that Drake gets on songs.
Yes.
God.
Where it's being argued that so basically what Drake sued UMG about, saying they're using bots to make Not Like Us more popular than it really is. Now there's an artist, a rapper, some dude called RBX, I believe it was, Snoop Dogg's cousin, who is suing Spotify, saying that Spotify uses streaming bots to inflate artists' song numbers, and he used Drake as an example point. So Drake is not being sued directly, or he's not. It's kind of like the whole UMG situation of Drake's not going after Kendrick Lamar, but he is using Kendrick Lamar as an example for his point. The same way as, and this is, I believe, a class action lawsuit against Spotify. So Drake is not being targeted, but he's being used as an example of somebody who his streams, bots have potentially falsified 37 billion listens to his lifetime music. And so where you might be like, okay, who cares? The reason why this is relatively important is because of how Spotify structures its payment to artists. Where when I found this out, I was like, this is some fucked up shit. Like, Spotify is full of shit. And I understand
100%.
why artists complain about Spotify. So how Spotify structures its pay in simple terms is that you would imagine that they, like, let's say one artist gets 10 million listens, right? Or streams, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then from that, Spotify would take a 30% cut, and then what remains will be divided between the, the company, the record company, and then the artist, where maybe the record company is going to take 50% and then the artist takes 80%, or the record company takes 60% and then the artist takes 10%, something like that. You would imagine it would be something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, their actual structure is that Spotify clumps all of its artists together. All of the streams on the platforms are put together, and then from that total revenue, they will take away 30%. Then the remaining 70% is divided amongst all of the artists, where majority of that 70% is going to go to the record industries, the record companies, and then what's left over is going to go to the artists. So if you're an indie artist or a small artist, you're competing against bigger artists like Drake, whatever other big artists they are. So now the problem here comes in of, if Drake's and other big artists' songs are getting bot streams, that means you as an indie artist are getting even less than you already were originally getting.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah, which is insane because I'll be like, why the F am I being put in the same category as artists who are global? One, two, artists who have big machines and big industries backing them, where obviously they're going to get more listens, more ears, and all of that stuff. Like, why not separate it into different categories? Like, maybe say all of the songs, all of the listens that comes in the country category, all of the listens that come in the hip hop category, all of the listens that come in the pop category, or divide it, put ranking systems. You've got the biggest artists in a different tier, and then smaller independent artists in another tier. I don't know why they just group everyone together, but that is effed up. Because I was watching some of the video, which was using different artists as an explanation. There was one artist, I have no idea who the flip she is, but apparently she's some big European or UK artist. I forget what her name is, but apparently they were being said that she makes about 10 million monthly streams. And if she was solely earning from Spotify with those 10 million monthly streams, she would be making minimum wage per month.
Jesus. Yeah. And then she buys the bots and gets that pay.
Yeah, so there's incentive for top artists to use bots. And then there was also the whole Young Thug thing, which came out about him talking to that other dude, talking about how they use bots and still they didn't get the results they wanted, or how they use bots to push up some other artist's name or things like that. So for me, I've always suspected Drake uses bots. Whether he's aware of it, no, he is aware of it. He's part with UMG. I should rather say whether it's how big the bot usage is within other artists. I'm not really phased. I think it's across the spectrum. All big artists are using bots, whether that's their choice or the record company is the one pushing it. It's happening all across the board. So, and Drake, I feel, is one of the bigger benefactors from that. So him suing UMG, saying not like us was bought and all of that stuff, I just found it hypocrisy. I'm just like, you're a little shit, because everything you're accusing this thing UMG of doing for Kendrick Lamar, they've done it for you. And you're probably accusing them of all of this because you're aware they've done it for you and you don't like it that now it's being done for another artist at your expense. Because this is the same bitch who would try and stop other artists from releasing certain tracks because he didn't like it. Like, yo, Drake is a bitch amongst bitches, and whoever listens to him or supports him are just in the same category of bitches, in my opinion. But yeah,
I kind of side with that, bro. I used to be a bitch, then I was delivered by Kendrick. See the light.
Fortunately, like if you see the errors of your way, or you see like, what's his name? Drake's not who he is. I don't blame you. Or if it's a thing of, you don't really care about Drake, you don't really care about any of this stuff, you just listen to the music. Again, I don't really blame you. But the people who are ride or die, dick glazers, like DJ Akadidi, and then those Mal, whatever his name is, and Rory, those OV hoes, it's just like, y'all are so embarrassing as grown-ass men, dick riding another man to that extent. Like, y'all are pathetic. Like, you know how you get those creatures that don't even have a spine, where they crawl on the ground? Like, I feel sorry for your parents having to raise up you, who was like those creatures. It must have been hard on your parents raising something without a spine.
You invertebrate non-intellectuals.
Like slugs.
Yep.
Leeches. But yeah, that's my rant, and that's my thing about Spotify for content creators.
Nah, wait. Kojo, you got any content?
A few things. One, just to add on, well, not add on, but to clarify some things you said about Mizkif and Dake and ownership. So when Emu first came out with her statements about Mizkif, OTK stood by her. Remember that?
Yeah.
And this is what they said in the statements. They said, while Mizkif was one, and I quote, while Mizkif was one of several founders of OTK, the organization terminated its relationship with him some time ago for reasons unrelated to the recent events, and he holds no stake in OTK or any of our other companies, end quote.
Oh, so it's gone fully. There's
Yeah.
nothing left. I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah.
This was the 2023 thing when you try to hide that SA.
Iceman Gold hinted that was not the reason as
Oh.
well.
Oh shit.
But I could be wrong. Maybe I misheard him, but I pretty much sure he said that was not
you
the
know what
reason.
this sounds like? This sounds like one of those things where you have a problematic individual where you're like, okay, we can't stick this particular thing to them, but we know they're problematic and we want to get rid of them. So let's stick some other random ass, unrelated, small ass shit. So at least we get rid of them.
Yeah, sounds fair.
So yeah, I just wanted to put that thing there just to make things clearer. And then, wait, why is GTA 6 trending? Sorry, I got sidetracked. So because I was looking at the OTK statements, and then I see GTA 6 is trending. Did I miss something?
We're gonna get 3i Atlas first.
Trending. Because apparently, if you buy some GTA thing, I forgot what it was, GTA membership or something, you get GTA Online attached to it automatically.
But that's dumb.
But that's always been there.
Well, I saw
No
the same
fucking
thing and I was
way!
like, I don't.
No. You are taking the piss. I knew it. I called it today. I called it. I fucking called it.
It would have got delayed.
November 19th.
Of what year?
Trailer.
Oh, this guy.
Well, you thought it was coming out this year.
Right.
Nigga, this fucking suspense. We're gonna get 3i Atlas before we get GTA 6.
I was talking with I fucking called it. I hate being right and wrong at the same time. Right and pissed off at the same time.
At what point do we say that this game is having development trouble? Not even a thing of, no, we want the best quality or the best version to be available. It's like, no, there is development trouble, and they know if they release it in a certain quality, there's gonna be hell to pay, and they're like, there's no way we can afford that.
I'm starting to slowly understand why it is that Bethesda has bugs in their game. It's so that our expectations are already low, and then they have room to improve. Whereas all these other games, all these game studios, bro, we give them so much flack. Guys, Rockstar has fucked up here and there.
100%. That's how I feel about Nintendo with Pokemon and some of its other games. They purposely are keeping the bar low so they don't have to be putting so much investment and resources in pushing the bar, pushing the envelope every single time. Like them going after Power, it was not them feeling threatened of, oh, there's another monster catching game. It was them feeling threatened of, shit, if people are enjoying this, our next Pokemon, we actually have to do leaps and bounds. Like, you know how every mainline Mario or every mainline Zelda is always something innovative and new? For every Mario Odyssey, Mario Galaxy, Mario Party, for every Zelda Breath of the Wild, Zelda Ocarina of Time, blah, blah, blah. On the opposite end of the spectrum, there's Pokemon with whatever the hell these letters shits are, ZAAZ, Pokemon Violet, and all of these things, which are low effort, churned out things which are going to sell 10 million, or what things where people are going to buy it in the millions, and for Nintendo they don't need to do much on it and they're happy with that. That's why that, for me, they were suing Powell, because they're like, nope, we can't have this existing in the same sphere as us where people are going to be comparing us to this. We need to exist in our own bubble where the only comparison is to our previous game. And as long as we do a marginal change from that last game, people will be happy. And we're saving millions and we're making millions. So with Bethesda, low quality shit, I think it's exactly that of, yeah, they could improve things. But one, it would raise expectations so high. Two, it's resource intensive and they're more focused on releasing the next game and making their money. That's my suspicions. And I genuinely think I'm onto something.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Oh wait, thanks, dog. Shane Kojo.
But
Yeah, you still have
Kojo,
stuff.
wasn't Kojo in the middle of something?
Yeah.
Okay. I finished my crashing out. While you guys were having a conversation, I was crashing out. Anyway, I think I'm good now. Now I'm completely. What was I talking about? Because I said the OTK thing, and then I said next up. Then I saw the GTA 6, and then I remember. Okay, so content creator. Do you guys remember Johnny Somali?
Please just tell me he's in prison now for life.
Oh, I saw about him with the whole Tozy dude. I don't know how that dude is still. Did you see via Tozy or someone else?
Him.
How is he still following Somali? Like, at this point, I would have just been like, I can't care less anymore.
Content.
Views.
True.
Money.
But
rating.
But is Somali still drawing the same type of views as he was at the beginning? Because I feel like a lot of people don't care anymore. But anyway, let me not distract from the point.
No. Just to add on, you're right. But Atozi's video, last I checked, was in the 900,000 of views. Asmongold reacted to that video, and his has 1.3 million views. So I think people still care.
Okay, fair enough. Although the only thing I dislike about Atozi is like Atozi, because there's another guy who's very similar to Atozi. And maybe I'll feel the same way about the other guys I feel as Atozi if I watch more of his content. But at the current moment, I feel that the thing that irritates me with Atozi is he farms this content in the sense of these smallest, minute updates will happen, and then he'll make an entire video stretching about the smallest, minute thing, where it's just like, bro, you don't have to make individual videos for every little change. It's like, why not make videos whenever there's like a milestone change of something has popped up, or it's been a couple of days and you're giving up blow by blow updates, or you've collected a amount of different news. Like, nah, every little fart in the wind, ripple in the water, splash in the sand, he's going to talk about it, where it's just like, come on, dude. But yeah, that's my only grievances with his content.
He does do that. I'm not even gonna lie. He actually does do that.
Fart in the wind is wild.
I wouldn't say fart, but like he does talk about the most random things, and he does tend to exaggerate in his titles a bit.
Yes, which is one of the reasons why he does in depth of things, but just like you said, he tends to exaggerate. So you will think something dramatic happened. You go in and you'll be like, oh, bro, that wasn't even that or that. So I've dramatically reduced how much I watch his content.
So I don't really watch him, but he's the only one still giving updates on Johnny Somali, because every time I check, no websites is doing it. He's going to Korea to watch these trials, and so he's pretty much the only source I have. But you're right. His title said
Korea and He's going to Korea and interviewing fucking Somali.
Yeah. He said Somali said he wanted an interview, like a proper interview, and Atozi turned him down. For some reason, I would interview.
No, because I think the reason he turned him down is because he did have an interview with him, and then it turned out Somali was taking the piss out of him, where Somali wasn't being serious about it, and then he's just like, nah, screw this. Then Somali tried to say to him, now let's do it again, but this time will be proper. Then he was just like, nah.
I see. I didn't get that part. Then that makes sense why he turned it down. Then I fully understand. But yeah, so for people who I urge people to go watch the full Atozi video. His title was like Johnny Somali, something along the lines was Johnny Somali is stuck in Korea for years, and it's not years.
I saw that one.
You know, the whole thing is that the next court date is in February. You know, so while he might be stuck in Korea for years, we don't know that yet. So for him to put that in his title is a little clear. Because I thought, oh man, what's happened? And I go and watch the video and it's like, oh, the next court date is in February. I'm like, bruh. Like,
but then I also
bait me like that.
This is also what the hell's the word? Emblematic. Something. Yes, that's the word. Emblematic of YouTube at large. I see other content creators who do news updates on social things do exactly the same thing. Like with these Drake stuff, these content creators were milking it as well, where they're like, Drake is being sued, and it's like, okay, it's not Drake. Or this changes everything for hip hop. No, it doesn't. Oh, Drake will be crying about this, like, where it's just like, it is so clickbaity. And then when you go inside, it's like, yeah, sure, if you look on this extreme end of things, the title is true, but you dialed it up 10,000 just to get me to click. And for me, when that happens, when your title gets me to click and it's not as big as you made it, I leave a dislike and jump out of a video. Like, fuck you.
Yep.
I'm the same though. Yeah.
No, in this day and age, I agree. Like, I don't have time for this nonsense anymore. But yeah, pretty much
with YouTube, I would just like to add an extra thing on my 10 cents, and then you can give the wrap up on Somali. But with YouTube taking away us from being able to see dislikes, so we can say this video was highly disliked, let me not bother with it, it must be low quality. I feel like YouTube should punish what do you call it, content creators more for dislikes, because now we, the viewers, can't see the dislike. So there's no thing of it hurts their mental well-being. Punish them more, like reduce their monetization or reduce the spread of the video, that the video doesn't do as well if it's disliked, so that content creators are more aware of, I don't want to get a dislike. What are some of the things that causes people to dislike? Obviously, everyone won't be happy. You will get dislikes, but maybe they should look at the ratio. YouTube looks at the ratio of, okay, your dislikes were very close to your likes, or there was a significant amount of dislikes, or maybe dislikes came in at the beginning of this video or at the end of the video, and then punish the content creators accordingly, something like that. Because I feel like the dislike button has lost its purpose and usage.
Yeah,
that's my thought.
That is true. Like,
Somali.
If they're gonna release sorry.
I was just ranting. Yeah, if they're gonna release
not release, sorry. If they're gonna remove the dislike ratio, the dislike bar, then just remove the dislike button.
Yeah, because honestly, what is the point of a dislike? Originally, it was informing viewers of the quality of the content, A, or B, that maybe the person creating the content is a disliked individual, did something inflammatory. So it's like, oh, let me check out what this person did. Like maybe somebody made an apology video and the apology video has a lot of dislikes. So oh, the apology didn't go down well. So you check it out. Or you see an infamous content creator has high dislike and you're like, okay, this video is probably full of shit. I don't need to watch it. They've taken that away from us. So now what is the point of a dislike? Why is it still there?
True. Based. I agree. But yeah, just quickly, so that as much as I'm not hating on this content, but I think people should, if you want to know more, go into the Atozi video, go to the Atozi video. There's a lot I'm leaving out because if I sit here and talk about it, it's gonna be a while. But like, long story short, his next court date is February 26th. Or not February 26th, sorry. In February, he asked for an expedited trial. The judge turned it down. This and this and this, and he now has 7 counts against him instead of the 8 or something like. Anyway, yeah. I just want to say someone has updates. If you want to follow, go check him out. And yeah, that's it for my content creator news. I'm so pissed off about this GTA thing.
I was over strong. Esports, bruh. I already gave you all the update. This moment right now, we're just waiting for the finals for the World Championships. I'm already feeling like it's going to be T1. But, KT's been showing some good, they've been showing some good. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Kojo, got any esports, bro?
One thing. So, the Capcom Pro Tour is set to happen next year. The Capcom Cup is set to happen. Capcom Cup 12 is set to happen next year. So players are going into tournaments trying to get points to qualify for this thing. A lot of players have already qualified. Quite a number of them have already qualified. But some are still fighting to get a qualify spot, if that makes sense. So recently, the tournament I believe it's under the Capcom Pro Tour, which makes sense because it adds to the overall points. It took place in Chengdu, China, and it happened, took place, finished, ended. I watched bits and pieces of the fights here and there, of the matches. Pro Street Fighter is crazy. I guess you could say that about any pro game, like played at a pro level. But Pro Street Fighter is crazy to the point where, so I'm going on a tangent, but it's to the point where, like, I feel like if you break things down, like they break it down to like frame data and frame data, like, if I punch this, it's going to be plus on block or minus, and it's going to, the frames will be, so I'll get a hit. I'm like, if I
press at 0.2 seconds at the same time that the wind is facing north,
bro,
too much.
That's literally what they do. And at that point, I'm like, do you enjoy the game at that point anymore?
It's like a job. Fun? Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. So yeah, it took place in Chengdu, China. The top three are where the hell is my list? Yes. The top 3 went to Hinao, who played for number 1, first place. Hinao played for Reject. Second place was Jojo Taro, played for a team called LV. And third place is one of America's shining stars in the Street Fighter League, Punk, who played for FlyQuest. Punk, still has a chance to qualify for Capcom Cup 12. He hasn't qualified yet, but he's still fighting for a spot. So he looks like his chances are okay so far, but you never know. He might just lose it. But anyway, that's it for my esports news. I'm still pissed off about GTA 6.
Oh yeah. Max, got anything?
That's a negative.
Oh, wait. Yeah, well, brings us to the end of the episode. As you all already know, We race in Brazil, F1 this weekend. Keen for the race on Sunday. Keen also for the World Championship finals on Sunday for League of Legends. Sunday is going to be a blessed day for me, bruh. But yeah, we'll obviously be giving it, our biggest support and all that. But yeah, guys, that brings us to the end of the episode. And thank you so much for listening. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Goes a long way. And yeah, look, in about what are we on now? 130. By episode 150, I'm quite sure I'll have either a console or a PC upgrade. We'll see. I think we already know the answer, but yeah, we'll see. Just know, guys, once that happens, it is going down for real. So many things I wanted to do when I shared a PS5 with my former roommates, but now it's just like, once I have that shit in my control again, like fully, dude, we're trying Arc Raiders. I want to try Arena Breakout Infinite on console. I might suck ass because I can't shoot for shit on console anymore. But yeah, nah. Ghost of Yote, bitch ass motherfucker. Like, I want to finish. Well, not even finish. I want to start Spider-Man 1 and 2. God damn, I've only played Miles Morales. That's it.
How does that even work?
Listen, he black. That's all that it is. Yeah, I had to play that at least. I've been seeing so many TikToks. You know those TikToks. So it's like you're just about to swing, and then you open up Spotify, put on your favorite track, and then just swing through the shit to the time of the music. Oh my god, I had to play that game first, bro. Heidi. But yeah, obviously playing Spider-Man 1 and 2 will make more sense in terms of some of the story. But yeah, man, shit. I'll be seeing y'all. Finally, then I can play with Kojo and fucking and young Stan Leezy on can I say Ape Sex? Yeah, Ape Sex leg hands. So finally get good in console lobbies. But yeah, conversation for another time. Before Graham, I know you listen to this. Like, Guam's gonna tell us that skill issue. Like, anyways, yeah, my love will leave y'all there. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll check you on the next one. Peace.